We're with Evan Bader, who just finished up his senior year at Miami. He is heading to the Olympic trials at the end of June. Evan, talk to us a little bit about what this experience means to you. You qualified over a year ago, so it's kind of something that's been building up over the last year.
Yeah, well, my entire life, I watched the Olympic trials on TV. This is kind of the biggest swim meet for any swimmer's career besides the Olympics. So it's really just been a dream of mine. And last summer I set the goal. That's what I want to do. And when I got the cut, I was so excited. You're right, it has been a long time. I've been really focused on the college season. And ever since the season ended, I've just kind of been training, keeping with my usual rhythm. And now that it's getting close, I'm getting really excited.
Talk a little bit about the training you've been going through as you are approaching these Olympic trials.
Yeah, I'm working at the same time, so it's been a little more scattered, but at the same time I'm only swimming one event. So I'm really focusing in on the training for that one event, which is really nice. That's something I haven't been able to do before. So it's kind of a balance of not being in the pool as much, but being able to train more specifically.
Tell us a little bit about the internship you're doing this summer and maybe how you've had to adjust your training a little bit around that.
Yeah, well, I have to commute to Middletown every day for an internship. I'm working at a couple paper mills there. It's been a great experience, but I have to get up at 5:30 in the morning and then come back and swim in the afternoon. So I really have to put all my focus into the one practice I get every day. And it's been a little tough, but I've been able to manage.
As a senior, wrapping up your career, I'm guessing this is probably the last meet you will probably swim in. Talk about how this might be the icing on the cake for you.
That's exactly the way me and Pete described it when we talk about this meet. That's the icing on the cake. I'm not looking to go, some amazing time. I'm just looking to have a really good swim and have a great experience and just kind of soak it all in. This the reward of the hard work I put in all these years.
4 years at Miami. Just tell us about your Miami career and how you sum up those 4 years, both in the classroom and in the pool.
It's been the best 4 years of my life, hands down. Swimming with these guys on the team, my experiences with the school, everything's just been phenomenal, and I really couldn't ask for a better experience, both swimming and in my college career.
We're with Elise Campbell, who has 2 years left with the Red Hawk swimming and diving program, but qualified for the Olympic trials here a couple weeks ago and is getting ready to swim in those trials at the end of June. Elise, talk to us a little bit about that qualifying meet and this experience so far.
So I had been preparing basically for that meet for a lot of this year, and getting ready for it. I was kind of confident in my physical abilities to make the cut time, but I wasn't sure if it would really come together at that meet because some of it's kind of chance, and just how it goes down. But I don't know. It was just kind of a very big moment when it happened. I was just mostly in shock and kind of just looked around what is going on. It was really, really exciting, and it's been a huge goal for me. So since then, I don't know. I'm kind of understanding that I actually made it and I get to go, but it's still kind of oh, really, very I'm in shock kind of still.
Talk a little bit about the training that you've been going through this summer, especially these last couple weeks heading into the Olympic trials.
I rested for the meet that I qualified a few weeks ago, and I went up a little bit in yardage and intensity, and then just basically coming back down and really resting again for this meet. And it's more right now about technical things, like making sure my walls are where they should be, my pullouts for breaststroke, my starts. So the little things, especially in a race like this, make a huge difference in time, and I would like to drop time at this meet, so it's just really fine-tuning basically at this point.
Both you and Evan are swimming swimming the breaststroke. Do you kind of feed off each other in this training as you're getting ready to go to these Olympic trials?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because we haven't really trained much together before this because the men and women's team have been separate, and now we're together this summer. So it's been kind of an interesting transition with that, but I really like it, and I'm very excited to swim with the boys as a whole next year. So it's been good, especially it's kind of funny that we're both breaststrokers going. We have different events, but it's nice because we both understand our events well, and it's good having a teammate like that going into this.
With 2 years of eligibility remaining, do you use this as kind of a springboard into next year? How do you go into these Olympic trials, and what are your expectations?
I mean, that's exactly kind of how I do it. I want to keep this excitement and momentum going into next year and like our regular season for college. I think it's going to be like a huge motivating factor for me to see like, okay, I have some, like, you know, I had some long course success this summer and I want to be able to translate it into short course success for the college season. So I think this is going to be a huge motivating thing. It's not like, oh, I made it and now, okay, I'm done. Like, I want to do well at this meet and then keep that momentum going into the next season.
Tell us a little bit about the meet. This is a really large competition with a lot of individuals competing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I actually got to watch the meet in 2008. So I kind of like remember some of that. It was just a lot of excitement and like it's very different because like a lot of us are used to small like club meets where it's just your parents in the stand. Now it's like fans and there's fireworks and things like that. So it's just a very different atmosphere that I probably don't fully understand now until like, you know, I go and I'm an athlete on that deck. But I think it'll be a really good learning experience for me to kind of see that type of pressure and like challenge myself into swimming fast even with that.
Does that add a little bit to the anticipation heading into this event?
Oh yeah, like I'm just really excited to take it all in. I just want to take like 1,000 pictures and just try to remember everything about it, but also like kind of use that to fuel me to want to go fast because I mean when you see other swimmers going fast that makes you want to do the same. So I think that'll be a huge like springboard into my own event.
Congratulations on qualifying and good luck in a couple weeks.
Thank you so much.